Hello, hello, sound check, mic check. Hello everyone, if you can hear me from outside, request everybody to take your seats. We'll be starting in the next 10 minutes. Our chief guests and other distinguished guests are on their way, so we'll be starting the event shortly. Thank you for your patience, and I request everybody, those who are outside of the auditorium, if you can please come inside and take your seats. Thank you. Hello, hello, sound check. Am I audible? Hello everyone. everyone. If we can have everybody take their seats, we are now going to begin our awards ceremony event. I request, there are some members standing and waiting outside. If we can please come inside the auditorium, take the seats. Thank you for the applause. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are at the Teacher Awards, Gorakhpur, 4th edition in Gorakhpur at St. Paul School, the venue partner and host school. I like to extend my warm, in this early onset of winter, warm welcome to all of you. Pleasant greetings to each one present here. School leaders, principals, teachers, educators, administrators, members of St. Paul's School, and all those who have come to cheer for their teachers and those who have nominated. A very warm welcome to Teacher Awards Gorakhpur Year 4. I'd like to apologize for a slight delay. We have chief guest, Mrs. Poonam Tandon ma'am. She's on the way and will join us shortly. But I would like to begin by acknowledging our special guest, Ms. Ritika Anand, Principal. Ms. Ritika Anand, Principal, St. Mark's Senior Secondary Public School, New Delhi. National Teacher Awardee 2023. She's a state awardee and many accolades, but I'll give a better and a formal introduction to her when she comes up on the stage. Ms. Ritika Anand, you're here with us in year 4, second time in Gorakhpur. Thank you very much. It means greatly to us, to Marian Foundation, and we can't wait to have you on stage and hear from you all that you have to share, because this year has been a great year. You've been traveling, whether it was UNESCO, London, and we want you to share those insights with us. So thank you very much for coming. I want to acknowledge the members of Marian Foundation and first like to pay tribute and a special thanks to the leaders, the founders, the visionaries, Reverend G. Chandra and Mrs. Nirmala Chandra, because with their blessings and guidance, this has been possible. This is 4th year. It's greater, it's grander, it's better, more impactful, and without their blessings, it would not have been possible. We have also other members, trustees of Marian Foundation present here with us, and I'd like to welcome them and all the rest of the members of the education fraternity. Thank you very much for joining us today. I'd like to begin by also mentioning Callens Corporation, the presenting partner, the main sponsor for the event. We'll be playing the AV, so you would be keen to know how they are getting into the sector of education with AI and computational competency development programs. So thank you, Callens Corporation, for supporting TAG in its 4th year in Gorakhpur. I'd like to also mention that as we played the AV and we gave you a journey of Teacher Awards Gorakhpur, the 4 years, 4 chapters, and how this education fraternity has supported, encouraged, come together with their nominations. So a big thank you to you all, because this means very special to all of us. In this 4th year, we have gone beyond Gorakhpur. We've received over 120 nominations from over 40 schools in Uttar Pradesh, from cities which have been new and first-time entries for us, from Meerut, from Noida, from Balrampur, from Azamgarh, from Ghazipur, from Prayagraj, from Devariya, Maharajganj, Gorakhpur, and many more. This has been a very encouraging and a very, very overwhelming response. Thank you, everyone, and I would like a big round of applause, because we want the message to go far and beyond, and more schools to nominate their teachers, because it is a celebration of excellence in teaching and learning, and we want more teachers to come forward. I would like to now mention about Marian Foundation a little bit. We are celebrating 16 years of Marian Foundation. We'll begin first with the AV.
16 years, it seems it was yesterday, that the Marian Foundation came into being. It came into being through a journey of recovery from malignancy of my mother, Mrs. Nirmala Chandra. But she came victorious from the journey, and she decided that we as a family should contribute to many such victories of people, not just medical patients, but people that as the faith shows, as the motto of the Marian Foundation is, that the foundation could give them wings of hope. Education, sports, institutions, but above all, in celebration of the lives of Reverend G. Chandra and Mrs. Chandra, to celebrate goal number 4, quality education. And what better than to celebrate the achievement of teachers? Yes. We have gone a journey from celebrating schools within the campus of Gorakhpur as ICSE schools, to those that were ICSE and CBSE, to those that were across UP. And this 4th year that we're celebrating again the achievements of teachers, administrators, and many such people that work in the school environment across all schools and all boards in the state of Uttar Pradesh. It is indeed a matter of great pride that we are able to host such events in our host school, the St. Paul's School, Chicago, Gorakhpur, which takes pride in being the first and the only SDG-based school of India, to have people from across these schools, and this year being especially schools and teachers that have participated from Noida, from Ghaziabad, from Allahabad, from Kanpur, from Lucknow, from Maharashtra, from Basti, from Gorakhpur, from Varanasi, that have all come and participated across the 15 categories that we have. Therefore, it is an amazing time of the year as we get into the festive season that we connect together in this auditorium in St. Paul's on this 20th of December to celebrate and to achieve and to celebrate achievements of the teachers that will win the coveted tag. So, well done to all that have been nominated. Congratulations in advance to those that have met, and many thanks for all those schools, institutions, and principals that have agreed to participate. God bless you.
Thank you very much for the AV. Ladies and gentlemen, 16 years of Marian Foundation. What a celebration. For the next segment, to give the opening address, I would like to invite the trustee of Marian Foundation, founder of the House of Mosaic, SDG man of India, who has an extensive work, put in a lot of commitment and dedication to the service of society across health, sports, education, sustainability, and has been promoting the awareness, education, and implementation of SDGs across schools. Join me in welcoming Dr. Amrish Chandra to give the open address.
So good evening to everyone, and a very warm welcome to all of you on this 4th edition of the Teacher Prize Award of Gorakhpur. Today, I'm supposed to give an opening address, but I really want to share my heart with you on such a day, because today is a very special day in our lives, both as St. Paul's, as the Chandra family, or I might say as the Marian family. This day was celebrated. This foundation came into being because my mother was diagnosed of cancer. And for those who have come in the Marian Foundation, this may be a story that is repetitive, but it's important for me to share for those that are new here. And since then, when she survived that cancer, she decided that she wanted to impact more lives, and that was the genesis of the Marian Foundation. Having said that, it has been our endeavor to celebrate the Marian Foundation Tag Award on the 20th of December, because this happens to be the anniversary of my parents. It also has 65 years of their dedication and devotion to education. So today is a very special day, but it's also slightly emotional for us because my mother is not very well today, and she's not here, and therefore, in her support, my father is also not here. Though because it's a live telecast, they are with us, and they see us, and we all want to say that we love you. The Marian Foundation began with health as its main subject because of her being diagnosed with cancer. But as the Marian Foundation grew in 16 years, in the last few years, and it is very important for me to mention this to you, it has grown in supporting various people from various fields. We have supported people in sports, and in fact, I'm very happy to say that one of them is here with us, Sunny. Where are you, Sunny? If you can stand, and please, a loud round of applause for him. He's a kickboxer, ranked 9th in the world now, and has been supported by the Marian Foundation. And there is, of course, soft tennis. There is the Gorakhpur girls basketball team that also made the qualifications. All of these aspects that have happened, some admissions, and we're now looking at the badminton court in the Gorakhpur University. All have been done under the sports calendar of the Marian Foundation. Health and its awareness has always been a part of it, and we have contributed to that. But more importantly, today is a subject to discuss with you what we have done in the teacher community. It is important for us to celebrate the teacher community. It is important for you as teachers to know that teachers are also leaders. To what you portray yourself in a class is what a child takes back home more than what the textbook says. So it's very important for you to understand that what you do in those four walls of 500 square feet or 1,000 square feet impacts a child to that extent. Many of you have won these awards earlier. Many of you have been nominated for the first time, and many of you are here just as guests. But the idea of the foundation is to encourage you to do better, recognize what you do in society, recognize what you do in an institution, help your institutions and principals recognize what you do for them, and collectively what we all do in this mother of all professions when we work as teachers. Many a times I say this in my own staff rooms, that for a teacher, his or her life is controlled by the ring of the bell. One ring of the bell, you know which side of the building you have to go. The other ring of the bell, you know that it's time for you to have that cup of coffee. It's a very scheduled life. But within this scheduled, structured, and for many a boring life, it is very important to see that in those 2,580 hours that a teacher gives in a week, what you're giving to life, what you're giving to society, and what you're giving to a family. So thank you very much. Please clap for your own selves, because you belong to a community that needs more recognition than we can do in this Marian Foundation. And one more thing, and this is the last part usually of the function, but I want to bring it up front. None of this is possible if you do not have partners that share the passion that you have. We are blessed that we have been in this town as educationists for the last 49 years, and we should soon be completing 50 years. Many of you teachers that are from schools from Gorakhpur are students of this school, have been in the school for some time or the other. And many of you that have come from outside are also connected to St. Paul's, maybe through some I don't know, to some connect. But many supporters of a passion, or rather most of them, come from having gone through the corridors of St. Paul's. So for us to do a Marian Foundation at this scale for 4 or 5 years on education, on health, is not possible without the support of St.Paul. And I want to say some things here, that there are people that want to come and support you because you are connected with the profession. So thank you very much to all the publishers that come across from the various cities, and you come here and you're working with us, helping us to put forward. But you have a professional connect with us, and thank you for doing this. But I would want to mention here that there are many people that I probably do not meet as often as I do. But what I do is I write one letter, I write one message, and that is respected. So this is what is called as journey in passion, and this could not have been done without that. Whether it's Ashish sitting here, who's an ex-student, or Nikhil here, or Mr. Vikram Saraf and his wife Smita, or many such other people. We thank you, we honor you for honoring every letter, every message that we write to you, for supporting Marian Foundation and the family in all that we have done. So thank you very much. My last bit on the Marian Foundation and talk to you about is that today, it's interesting, but we have nearly 15 categories that we have awards. Each category has about 3 nominees, and most of them have come here. And as Sonali said, they've come across from various cities of UP. The last 2 years, we've opened it for UP. Earlier to that, it was only ICSE schools in Gorakhpur. Then it was ICSE and CBSE schools in Gorakhpur. And then last year was the first UP edition. This is the second UP edition. It is our endeavor to carry this dream across India. It is our endeavor to have chapters of TAG in every state. But more so, we wish that with all the prayers and all the support that we have, that we are able to make it a national chapter where we pick up the subjects of sustainability and teach as students, teachers, and people in the parent community of what sustainability or the sustainable development goals are. It can only be done on a national level now, because we've all done a lot of work in our own home grounds. So thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for all the supports that we had. The nominees, wish you all the very best. And those who do not win today by any chance, the doors are open for the next year. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Hello. Dr. Chandra, thank you very much for sharing the vision of Marian Foundation, all that Marian Foundation has done in the past 16 years and continues to commit to across health education, sports, and sustainability. Thank you very much again. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Amrish Chandra, as I introduced him briefly, SDG Man of India, and how he promotes sustainability and SDG education. I would also like to mention here that Marian Foundation has been working, when I say in sustainability and SDG education, to make schools go paper-free. There is a heavy consumption of paper across schools, and Sir Chandra's vision, and we're working on that. That's the next initiative. So we'll be doing a lot of work and connecting with all the publishers, the supporters, the school leaders and schools on how we can champion schools to be paperless, movement, less consumption of paper. Also, how schools can champion being plastic-free. So thank you, Dr. Chandra. We now go to the first award segment, but before we do that, I would just like Vishal from Moonwalk Dance Academy to be ready. Your set will be coming up shortly. So, ladies and gentlemen, the first award segment, and before we introduce the first segment, I would like to quickly mention the jury that has helped us in the nominations. So, thank you very much, the Honorable Jury for the Teacher Awards Gorakhpur Year 4, who have meticulously evaluated over 120 nominations. We have Mrs. Lata Vaidyanathan, Director, Gyan Bharati School, New Delhi. We have Ms. Ritika Anand, who's also with us today, Principal, St. Mark's Senior Secondary Public School, New Delhi. And we have Ms. Meghna Khurania Parekh, Research Scholar, JNU, and she's been the jury for 2 years in TAG. She's not with us, but we're missing her today. Thank you very much, jury. This was a big support, and you've done a fantastic job because it wasn't easy. Now, the first segment and the first award is for the nomination category, which is Incredible Teacher Junior. To present the first category awards, I would like to invite Mrs. Smita Saraf and Mr. Vikram Saraf on the stage. Incredible Teacher Junior. Can we have the nominations? Can we have some music? So for the Incredible Teacher Junior category, Nursery to grade 2. The nominations are Pinky Mahadesia from St. Paul School, Maharajganj. Can we have a round of applause? We have Shivam Yadav from Next Gen Scholars Academy, Azamgarh. And the third finalist is Suruchi from Star Hybrid School, Gorakhpur. If you can announce the winner, please.
Award for the incredible teacher junior school, nursery grade 2, goes to Pinky Madhesia of St. Paul School, Parsa Malik Maharaj. Many
A round of applause for the winner.
Madhesia.
Do we have Pinky Mahadesia? If you can please come up and accept your trophy and certificate. The award also comes with a cash prize of 15,000 rupees. I would also like the nominees to quickly be ready and come up on the stage to receive their certificates.
Check.
Do we have Ms. Suruchi with us? Mrs. Saraf and Mrs. Saraf, you can just be on the stage. We also would like to give the certificates to the first runner-up and second runner-up. If we have Shivam Yadav and Suruchi. Don't have the first, second runner-up, so we'll move to the next category. Can we have the nominations for the Incredible Teacher Elementary? Yes, there are 3 awards in this segment. And the nominees are Supriya Mishra from Virendranath Ganguly Memorial School, Gorakhpur. We have Musarat Jahan, Springer, Loreto School, Gorakhpur, and Sheshnath Chaudhary from T2 World School, Balrampur. And if you can announce the winner, please.
The award goes to Sheshnath Chaudhary of T2 World School, Balram.
A big clap, a big round of applause, Mr. Sheshnath Chaudhary. Thank you very much. Do we have the other finalists with us? If you can come up on the stage and quickly receive your certificate. Thank you, Mr. Sheshnath Chaudhary. Do we have Supriya Mishra here? If you can please come up on the stage and take your certificate. Ms. Supriya Mishra, Ms. Musarat Jahan. Ladies and gentlemen, we want louder cheer. It's a celebration of teaching and excellence in teaching and learning. Final category. Can we have the nominations for the final category in this segment, which is Incredible Teacher Senior School? We have Debusmita Das, Springer Public School, Gorakhpur. We have Yogesh Shukla, Udaya Public School, Gorakhpur. And we have Mr. Abhimanyu from Prakriti International, Kushinagar. And can we have the winner announcement now?
The award goes to Debusmita Das of Springer Public School, Gorakhpur.
Ms. Debusmita Das is here with us. Thank you, Ms. Debusmita Das, and congratulations. Can we have Mr. Yogesh Shukla and Mr. Abhimanyu Singh, if you are here? If you can quickly come up on the stage. A round of applause. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Yogesh Shukla and Mr. Abhimanyu Singh for the category Incredible Teacher Senior School. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mrs. and Mrs. Sarao, for coming up on the stage and presenting the first award segment. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to welcome the Moonwalk Academy students to give their cultural performance, a tribute to teachers.
मैम, आप हम लोग के लिए इतना हार्ड वर्क करती हैं, आप कितना थक जाती होंगी।
मेरे प्यारे बच्चों, मैं बस ये चाहती हूँ कि आप लोग अच्छे से पढ़ो लिखो, अपने पेरेंट्स के साथ साथ अपने स्कूल का भी नाम रोशन करो।
आशियाना मेरा साथ तेरे है ना, ढूंढते तेरी गली मुझको घर मिला। आबोदाना मेरा और अब मिला तू जो मिला, लो हो गया मैं काबिल। तू जो मिला तो हो गया सब हासिल। हाँ, मुश्किल सही आसा हुई मंजिल, क्योंकि तू धड़कन मैं दिल।
अरे अरे बेटा, कहीं तुम्हें चोट तो नहीं आई?
No, ma'am. It's okay. I'm fine.
तू ही तो जन्नत मेरी, तू ही मेरा जुनून, तू ही तो मन्नत मेरी, तू ही रूह का सुकून, तू ही अखियों की ठंडक, तू ही दिल की है दस्तक। और कुछ ना जानू मैं, बस इतना ही जानू, तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं। तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं। सजदे सर झुकता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं। तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं।
टीचर, क्या आप हम लोग को छोड़ के जा रहे हो?
नहीं बेटा, मैं कहीं नहीं जा रही हूँ, बस अब मैं रिटायर हो रही हूँ।
झूठा जगरैन बसेरा, साचा दर्द मेरा, मृग तृष्णा सा मोह पिया, नाता मेरा तेरा। नैना जो सांझ ख्वाब देखते थे, नैना बिछड़ के आज रो दिए हैं यूं। नैना जो मिलके रात जागते थे, नैना सहर में पलके नीचते हैं यूं। जुदा हुए कदम जिन्होंने ली थी ये कसम, मिलके चलेंगे हरदम, अब बांटते हैं ये गम। भीगे नैना जो खिड़कियों से झांकते थे, नैना घुटन में बंद हो गए हैं।
हेलो मैम, क्या आपने हमें पहचाना?
कौन बेटा?
अरे मैम, हम आपके पुराने स्टूडेंट्स हैं।
ओह अच्छा।
एंड मैम, थैंक यू सो मच। आपकी और आपकी गाइडलाइंस की वजह से हम आज इतना अचीव कर पाए। शुक्रिया मैम।
गॉड ब्लेस यू बेटा।
शुक्रिया 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 शुक्रिया। आज जो भी है हम सब है आपकी ही बदौलत, आपके समर्पण को सलाम। शुक्रिया शुक्रिया
शुक्रिया शुक्रिया शुक्रिया शुक्रिया
Thank you, Vishal, and thank you, Moonwalk Dance Academy. These are children from various schools in Gorakhpur who have come together to pay a tribute to our dear teachers. मुझे तू मिला तो मुझे सब कुछ मिल गया. इससे खूबसूरत एक टीचर का रोल नहीं डिस्क्राइब कर सकते हम, जो हमें हर चीज़ सिखाती हैं और कभी-कभी टीचर एक बच्चे के लिए माँ बाप से बढ़कर होती हैं. तो ये जो डांस परफॉर्मेंस आप लोगों ने दी उसके लिए बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, अ बिग राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज फॉर दीज चिल्ड्रन फ्रॉम गोरखपुर स्कूल्स. We quickly move to the next award segment and I'll announce the categories now. Can we have the nominations for Making a Difference Sports? And to give away this segment, may I please invite Mr. Nikhil Jalan and Mr. Ashish Agarwal, supporters of Marian Foundation, supporters of Teacher Awards Gorakhpur. One is a parent and one is an ex-student. If you can please come up on the stage to give away the next set of awards. The first one is Making a Difference Sports, with 2 nominations, Durgesh Nandini from St. Basil School, Basti, and Mukesh Kumar, Shiv Shakti Orissa Public School, Balia. Please give away the award and announce the winner.
The award for Making a Difference Sports goes to Mr. Mukesh Kumar of Shiv Shakti Odisha Public School.
Mr. Mukesh Kumar, Shiv Shakti Odisha Public School. Mr. Agarwal and Mr. Saraf, you can please, Mr. Jalan, if you can present the award to Mr. Mukesh Kumar. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for this important category, Making a Difference Sports. Thank you, Mr. Mukesh Kumar. Do we have Durgesh Nandini from St. Basil School? We have the other finalists with us, Ms. Durgesh Nandini. Can we have the certificate of nomination, first runner-up to Ms. Durgesh Nandini, please? Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause. Sports is the important contribution in the development of the child and his journey in school. Year celebrating contribution in sports. Thank you, Ms. Durgesh Nandini. Now, if you can please stay, we have another category here. We are now celebrating making a difference in administration. Can we have the nominees, please? We have Shivam Batwal, HP Children's Academy, Gorakhpur. Surendra Kumar Mishra from HP Children's Academy, Gorakhpur. We have Ravinder Pratap Singh from St. Paul School, Chargama, Gorakhpur. Can we now have the announcement of the winner?
The winner is Mr. Shivam Batwal.
Mr. Shivam Batwal. From HP Children's Academy, Gorakhpur, we have 2 finalists from the same school in this category. The trophy and the certificate. Ladies and gentlemen, for the category administrator and sports, the cash prize is 15,000 rupees. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us on stage. Now we move to the last category in this segment. We are celebrating most innovative teacher. Can we have the nominations, please? Give me a second. I forgot to invite the first and the second runner-up for administration category. Do we have Mr. R.P. Singh from St. Paul School, Chargawa? And we also have Surendra Kumar Mishra from HP Children's Academy. If you are here, you can quickly accept your certificate of participation. First we have Mr. R.P. Singh from St. Paul School. Congratulations and better luck next year. And Mr. Surendra Kumar Singh from HP Children's Academy. The runner-ups in this category. Thank you very much. We now move to most innovative teacher. The nominees are Supriya Baranwal, Prakriti International School, Kushinagar, Ms. Nahid Khan, St. Basil School, Basti, and we have Noor Anwar from St. Paul School, Betiahata. Can we have the winner announcement?
And the award for the most innovative teacher goes to Mr. Nahid Khan of St. Basil. Sorry, Miss Nahid Khan.
Ms. Nahid Khan. Ms. Nahid Khan from St. Basil School, most innovative teacher. Ms. Nahid Khan, ladies and gentlemen, winner of this category. Now I would like to call upon Ms. Noor Anwar of St. Paul School, Maharajganj, if you are here, and Ms. Supriya Baranwal from Prakriti International to receive your certificates. Our runners-up in this category. Finding new and innovative ways to bring in teaching, making classroom learning interactive, fun, and creative. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Jaran and Mr. Ashish Agrawal, for your support and for presenting the awards for this category. Ladies and gentlemen, now we move on to the next segment, but before we move on, I would like to make a special acknowledgement of our chief guest, Professor Dr. Poonam Tandon, Vice Chancellor of Deen Dayal Upadhyay, Gorakhpur University, Gorakhpur. Respected ma'am, a very, very warm welcome to you to TAG 4th edition. Ma'am, you have been with us in TAG 2023 and TAG 2024. So it's a big blessing that you are here and your presence is highly regarded and we all feel very honored. Now we move to the next segment. and for which I would request Ms. Ritika Anand to please come up on the stage and deliver her keynote address. Like I promised, I'll give a better introduction. So Ms. Ritika Anand is Principal St. Mark's Senior Secondary Public School, New Delhi, National Teacher Awardee year 2023, conferred by President of India, and State Awardee. She's an author, and she speaks at multiple forums represented at UNESCO. We heard her last time, and this time she's talking about breaking down the national curriculum framework and how it impacts teaching and learning. Ms. Ritika Anand.
Thank you so much, Sonali, and namaskar, a very good evening. Dr. Amrish Chandra ji, Preeti ma'am, and all the dignitaries, teachers, dear students, it's an amazing feeling. I'm overwhelmed coming back to Gorakhpur for TRAG 2025. It's my second time in a row, and coming to Gorakhpur to St. Paul's is like homecoming. Thank you so much for an amazing hospitality. And of course, congratulations to the Marion Foundation for this vision of Amrish sir, Preeti ma'am, and the whole family for working tirelessly towards achieving, popularizing, and meaningfully contributing towards SDGs. And of course, this initiative of honoring the nation builders, the teachers. So before I actually talk, since I have 10 minutes in hand, before I actually talk about a little about NEP, because I will not be doing justice to NEP in 10 minutes any which way, I would want to share a small anecdote with all of you. You know, I started my teaching journey 25 years back. It's my 25th year as an educator, in the same school, of course. So, I am a very curious teacher. मुझे ना हर चीज़ जानने की बहुत इच्छा रहती है, आज भी है. और टीवी पर जब हम छोटे थे तो फिल्म फेयर अवार्ड्स देखते थे, है ना? और फिल्म फेयर अवार्ड्स में हम देखते थे सबको इतना, everybody like Sonali is, she's doing the presentation, people are coming, they're applauding, trophy mil rahi hai, बहुत अच्छा लगता था. And I always used to feel, when I'm going to grow up, I'll become an actor probably, because it's only the actors probably who get this kind of recognition. Well, I ended up becoming a teacher. And then I would still feel that, we do so much, but the world doesn't know. There's no validation. But फिर सबने कहा कि teachers को validation की ज़रूरत ही कहाँ है भाई? As Sir was saying that, we are changing lives, we are in the classrooms, we are just listening to the bell, going to another class, changing topics, changing the world, that's all okay, we are having a magic wand. But no one's looking at us. And this feeling used to disturb me a little. So I started filling up nomination forms for the awards. I started doing that, I think about 10 years back or so. And then, whenever I used to get selected in any of the category, I used to get a phone call from the PR saying, Madam, congratulations, award आपको मिल रहा है, बस 25,000 आप हमें दे दीजिए. तो मुझे 25,000 क्यों देने हैं 25,000 मुझे आपको, या 50,000 मुझे क्यों देने हैं आपको, क्योंकि XYZ कोई celebrity आएंगे आपसे मिलेंगे. Oh my God, it was even more heartbreaking. अब validation के लिए भी मुझे इस सड़क से जाना होगा, मुझे मालूम नहीं था. And then I was telling Preeti ma'am, then came the national award. It actually came from that, I shouldn't call that word frustration, but that fire inside me to tell the world that yes, teachers are doing a great job and we need to be validated. And I congratulate Sir and Ma'am for starting something so fair with a vision that yes, teachers all across, they need to be validated, congratulated, and it just goes beyond that, because a little push like this from a foundation, from people like Sir and Ma'am, it just gives us wings. It just transforms us and just ushers us in the direction that yes, we have a magic wand and let's do wonders with our children who are sitting in the classroom waiting for us every day. So as I promised, I'm just going to talk a bit about the National Education Policy 2020. And I'm sure जो teachers यहाँ बैठे हैं, अभी बहुत साल हो गए NEP को release हुए, almost 5 years. तो हम सब ने NEP के बारे में पढ़ा है, NEP को समझा है. NEP is basically a vision statement. It gives us the vision of what education should be in this century, in India specifically. And post NEP, NCFs were released and National Curriculum Framework for School Education was released. But अगर मुझे एक शब्द में NEP को एक्सप्लेन करना है या बात करनी है उसके बारे में, सो NEP की जो आत्मा है, कोई मुझे बता सकता है NEP की आत्मा क्या है? What is the soul of NEP? What is the soul of NEP? It is India. It is Indianness. It is basically holistic development of the child through whatever is written in our Upanishads, in our Vedas. And isn't that beautiful? हम तो सब भूल चुके हैं क्या लिखा है हमारे उपनिषदों में यार और हमारे वेदों में. NEP ने हमें याद दिलाया कि भाई वापस देखते हैं और फिर उससे कुछ pearls of wisdom निकाल कर लेकर आते हैं. जैसे पहली चीज़, बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ जो NEP कहती है वो है पंचकोश विकास, है ना. हम सब ने सुना है पंचकोश विकास का क्या मतलब है. भाई शारीरिक विकास करना है बच्चों का, मानसिक विकास करना है, बौद्धिक विकास करना है, प्राणिक विकास करना है और फिर चैतसिक विकास करना है. अब इसमें से सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग, अब फिज़िकल फिटनेस हम स्पोर्ट्स करते हैं स्कूल्स में, मानसिक विकास के लिए चलिए हम इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस की बात कर रहे हैं, है ना. और बौद्धिक विकास के लिए हमने प्रोजेक्ट बेस्ड लर्निंग स्टार्ट कर दी, डिजिटलाइजेशन की बात हो रही है, हम SDGs की बात कर रहे हैं. सो फॉर एवरी स्फीयर द स्कूल्स आर डूइंग देयर बिट. बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू चैतसिक विकास, मतलब आपके चित्त का विकास, मतलब आपकी स्पिरिचुअल अवेकनिंग, NEP talks about that. Now, the journey towards your spiritual awakening is generally, I think a lot about it because as teachers, मुझे लगता है मैं अभी खुद ही ज़्यादा spiritually awakened नहीं हूँ शायद, है ना. हम सब adults, we are also on that journey of discovering our inner self and looking for peace within us and to aligning ourselves to the Almighty. And we are not talking about religion, we are talking about spirituality. So फिर बच्चों में spirituality किस तरह से हम how are we going to encourage them to find that inner peace and joy? So whenever I think about this question, one thing which comes to my mind is definitely सेवा. यदि सेवा भाव से हम कोई भी चीज़ करते हैं अपने बच्चों के साथ क्लासरूम्स में, if we encourage them to be kind and empathetic at all the times, I think we are ushering them towards spirituality. Music definitely connects us to the Almighty, but हर बार तो ये नहीं हो सकता. But kindness, being kind in the classrooms and outside the classrooms, it can be turned into a habit rather than an occasion कि हमने कहा oh आज फलाना दिन है, आज वर्ल्ड काइंडनेस डे है, आज जाके कुछ अच्छा कीजिए. So I think rather than that, if we make it a habit, if we make it an everyday ritual, definitely world is going to be a better place. And what better than this document? The document itself talks about Panchakosha Vikas. Or before I end this little conversation that I'm having with you, I am going to rewind all of you and take you back, since all of you are teachers here, to your B.Ed classrooms. हमने Bloom's taxonomy पढ़ा है, अगर पढ़ा है तो please raise your hands. Have you read Bloom's taxonomy? Yeah. अरे कोई बात नहीं, मैं सवाल नहीं पूछना, हाथ तो खड़ा कर लो यार. हाँ पढ़ा है, याद है, कुछ पढ़ा था B.Ed में हमने, है ना. तो NEP भी ना Bloom's taxonomy के बारे में बात करती है. लेकिन क्या है कि जब हम B.Ed के एग्जाम्स दे रहे थे ना, तो हमने कैसे एग्जाम दिया था, सिर्फ याद किया, फटाफट से रट्टा मारा और एग्जाम में जाके लिखा, फिर हमें B.Ed की डिग्री मिल गई और फिर हम टीचर बन गए, है ना. लेकिन अब हम आज यहाँ पर we are going to do a small exercise so that we never forget what is the purpose of education. Bloom's taxonomy talks about 3 domains: cognitive, affective, psychomotor. I'm not going to talk about all of that. I'm going to talk about one simple cognitive domain which has 6 levels, okay? वो levels अगर आपको याद हैं कि भाई remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing and creating. तो NEP भी यही कहती है, ब्लूम्स टेक्सोनॉमी भी यही कहती है कि बच्चे को रोट लर्निंग से क्रिएटिविटी की तरफ लेकर जाना है. लेकिन मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स टीचर्स का ये सवाल होता है कि करें कैसे, मालूम तो है बट कैसे जाएंगे हम याद करने से क्रिएशन तक. उसके लिए एक छोटी सी हम एक्टिविटी करेंगे. नींबू सबने देखा है, लेमन, राइट? व्हाट इज द कलर ऑफ लेमन? Yellowish, greenish, okay. And then what is the taste? Sour, okay. And how does it look? It's approximately round, है ना? तो जब हमने बच्चे को ये इन्फॉर्मेशन दे दी कि नींबू गोल है, खट्टा है और उसका कलर क्या है, तो हमने ब्लूम्स टेक्सोनॉमी का कौन सा पायदान पार कर लिया? फर्स्ट, रिमेम्बरिंग. अब बच्चे को याद रहेगा कि गोल है, खट्टा है और क्या उसका रंग है. फिर हमने बच्चे को ये समझाया कि भाई इसमें तो विटामिन सी है. हाँ, नींबू में विटामिन सी है ना. तो फिर हम कहाँ चले गए रिमेम्बरिंग से? अंडरस्टैंडिंग पर, है ना. और फिर हमने क्या किया कि नींबू को पानी में निचोड़ दिया और उसमें थोड़ी सी शहद मिला दी. तो वो क्या बन गया? अच्छा टेस्टी सा नींबू पानी. और उस नींबू पानी को अगर किसी बीमार को या किसी का पेट खराब है या कुछ प्रॉब्लम है वो पिला दिया तो उससे क्या होगा उस नींबू पानी से? इट वर्क्स ऑन योर इम्यूनिटी. Yes, so where are we going to? We have remembered, we have understood, and now we have applied. Wow. So we are just going up and up. अच्छा, फिर अब क्या करना है? अभी अगर हम बच्चे को कहें कि भाई इस नींबू को अगर मैं कच्चा खा जाऊं, is it good to consume नींबू like that? कच्चा खा पाएंगे हम? नहीं, क्यों? How's the skin of the lemon? Is it sweet? Is it sour? Is it kadwa? It's bitter, it's bad. And should we eat it? Without making achar, should we eat it? No, because it's filled with pesticides. So what have we done? We've started to analyze. We've started to analyze Nimbu. And there is something else inside Nimbu. There's some seeds also in the Nimbu. And now, if I tell the children कि अब तुम नींबू और oranges को compare करो, एनालाइज करो कि किसमें सबसे ज्यादा विटामिन सी है. और कोई चीज है जिससे विटामिन सी मिल सकता है? आंवला, गूसबेरीज, यस ऑफ कोर्स. सो अभी हम क्या करेंगे? हम कुछ एक्सपेरिमेंट्स करेंगे. हम देखेंगे कि भाई नींबू से ज्यादा विटामिन सी मिल रहा है, संतरे से मिल रहा है या आंवले से मिल रहा है. तो अब हम कहाँ जा रहे हैं? वेयर आर वी गोइंग टू? वी हैव रिमेंबर्ड, we have understood, we have applied, नींबू पानी बना लिया, and then we have started analyzing, we have started evaluating. How are we evaluating? Because we are comparing. और अभी last pinnacle क्या है? We have to create. अब क्या बना लें इस नींबू का? और शिकंजवी तो पहले ही बना चुके हैं. कोई स्क्वाश बना ले और फिर उसके बाद उसे दुकान पर बेचना शुरू कर दें एक अच्छे से टैगलाइन के साथ. एक बिजनेस आइडिया बना लें जहां नींबू पानी भर भर के लोगों को पिलाया जाए और कुछ पैसा भी कमाया जाए. यस. सो हाउ हैव वी प्रोग्रेस्ड just from knowing that Nimbu is sour and round and has some vitamin C is what we are still doing in the classrooms. But we have to take the students from Nimbu being sour to squash in the bottle, which can be sold and which can be a great business idea. So I thought I could just simplify NEP 2020 in 5 minutes to you with this Nimbu Pani ki kahani. So thank you so much everyone for listening to me patiently. More power to you, dear teachers. You're doing an amazing job. And trust me, I believe that teachers are as amazing as soldiers who are protecting this country. They're as amazing as surgeons who have knives and they're protecting our lives. We are as important. वो दो दूनी चार मूवी देखी है किसी ने? ऋषि कपूर वाली देखी है? नहीं देखी? देखना. उसमें एक सीन है, वो बोलता है कि मास्टर हम बनाते हैं लड्डू पेड़े, उसमें अगर चीनी कम हो जाए या ज़्यादा हो जाए पता नहीं चलता है, लेकिन टीचर क्या बनाते हैं? इंसान. So if अगर टीचर से गलती हो जाए and if we have a problem in building the character of the students, the nation will be doomed. So teachers, a pat on our backs. We are doing an amazing job. Keep going, rise and shine always. Lots of love. Thank you, Amrish sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone. And more power to TAG. I will see you next year in TAG 2026, hopefully. Thank you so much.
Thank you, prefects. Well, when God gives you lemons, correction. When Miss Ritika Anand gives you lemons, so it's actually a lesson plan, and surely we are to make lemonade. Miss Ritika Anand, thank you for giving this teaser of your masterclass, and we would be soon organizing the TAG Talkathon, and we'll have you with us because 10 minutes is not enough. Thank you, Ms. Ritika Anand. Now we quickly have the AV on teaching with empathy.
Before any lesson is taught, before words are written on a blackboard, teaching begins with empathy. In every classroom, there are children who struggle quietly.
तुम्हें विंडो के बाहर देखना बहुत अच्छा लगता है ना? क्या दिखता है बताओ?
Sky.
अरे सच? अच्छा, विंडोज कैसे खोलते हैं? ऐसे ना? तो जब ध्यान से देखोगी तो तुम्हें उसमें बहुत कुछ दिखाई देगा.
And they try to understand. There are also days when teachers carry their own silent battles. Their tired hearts, unfinished worries, unspoken pain. Yet, they walk into the classroom with kindness in their eyes and patience in their voice, choosing empathy every single day. Because when empathy is shown, it creates trust. Trust builds confidence, and confidence allows a child to grow. This is the true spirit of teaching, teaching with empathy. Today, the National Education Policy and UNESCO recognize empathy as a powerful pillar of education. Because when teacher teaches with empathy, it doesn't stop in the classroom. It lives in the student, and through them, it reaches the world. Years celebrating the real quality of teachers, teaching with empathy.
Thank you, team, for this AV, teaching with empathy. Now we move to a special awards segment. The next set of categories are special. Can we have the nominations on the screen for incredible class teacher? And to present this segment of awards, I would like to invite our chief guest, Professor Dr. Poonam Tandon ma'am. If you can please join us on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a big round of applause? Join me in welcoming our chief guest, Professor Poonam Tandon ma'am, on the stage. And the first category, incredible class teacher, the nominations are Mr. Naveen Mishra from St. Paul School, Chargawa, Gorakhpur, Ms. Mamta Srivastava from Springer Public School, and Ms. Ranju Agarwal from St. Paul School, Betiahata, Gorakhpur. Can we have the mic? Ma'am, if you can announce the winner.
Mr. Naveen Mishra from St. Paul School, Chargawa, Gorakhpur.
Mr. Naveen Mishra, are you here with us? Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this category, Incredible Class Teacher. Incredible Class Teacher, and the cash reward is 25,000 rupees from Incredible Class Teacher. Thank you, Naveen Mishra. Thank you, ma'am. If you can just be on the stage, there are 2 more awards. Professor Tandon, ma'am. Ma'am? Yeah. Also, the first and the second runner-up, Ms. Mamta Srivastav and Ms. Ranju Agarwal, are you with us? If you can quickly come up on the stage and receive your certificates from ma'am. We have Ms. Agarwal. Can we have the certificate? And Ms. Mamta Srivastav for the category Incredible Class Teacher. Ladies and gentlemen, we move to the next category in this segment. Can we have the nomination?
I think there is some symmetrical pattern. The person who is on the extreme left is getting the award once again. Vaishya Singh, St. Paul's School, Chargawa, Gorakhpur. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. The winner is Ms. Vaishya Singh.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Ms. Vaishya. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of Excellence in Early Childhood Education, Kindergarten School. And the reward for this category is 25,000 rupees. Can we also have Ms. Adiba Siddiqui and Ms. Sugandha Srivastav? If you are here, you can come up on the stage and receive your certificates from ma'am. We have one more category, and to announce that category, I invite Dr. Chandra, please.
So, you know, teachers are very important, but as most of you would understand, that making a school is equally difficult. In fact, it's very difficult. It's not just about putting up classrooms. It's about putting systems. It is about creating a family that can go and teach. And we created a new award segment this year because we also wanted to encourage people to put up new schools. Not only those that have schools, but also new people. And therefore, in the district of Kushinagar, of course in UP, there was a school that was set up 3 years ago. I first went to see the school by accident because I was interested to putting up a school there. And then I came to know about this couple. And when a couple wants to put up a school, I'm always reminded of our founders, my parents, when they began their journey in 1978. So these two people, they did some crowdfunding, they put some resources together, and they put the school together. And that school has grown. Now it is an affiliated school. It's a CBSE school. It has continuously won awards or got nominated in the categories that we have set up. And this Most Progressive Marian School Award of the Year 2025 goes to Prakriti International, Kushinagar. So all those members that are here from Prakriti International, I know the founder is not here because she's unfortunately not very well. But anybody from Prakriti International here? Is there anybody? Please come up. Please come up. All of you, please come up. And while they come up, I will also like to take this opportunity to welcome Mr. Amit Govil, the person from. Please come up so that we can have you with us to give this. Our principal sponsors, big supporters, first time in Gorakhpur, first time in St. Paul's, but a very warm welcome to you. Please come. May we have the award, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the special category Most Progressive School since inception, Prakriti International, can we have a big cheer, please?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Professor Poonam Tandon ma'am, for being on the stage and helping in presenting of the awards. Thank you, Mr. Amit Govil. Thank you, Dr. Chandra. Now can we have the AV of our main sponsor, Callens.
Welcome to LearnSphere, a platform designed to help students learn faster and educators teach smarter. Most students don't fail because the content is hard. They fail because it's invisible. So we transform complex text into clear, interactive visuals instantly. Need a model, a simulation, or a virtual experiment? Just type it. LearnSphere generates it in seconds, so students can test ideas and learn by doing. Every student learns differently. Our AI voice tutor adapts to each learner's style and explains concepts in any major language at the student's preferred pace.
Which concept, activity, or exercise in the 2 stories about flying chapter would you like help with first?
What are the themes in the 2 stories in this chapter?
Ah, right. This story primarily explores themes of overcoming fear, self-confidence, and the importance of family support. It is divided into 2 parts, each highlighting these themes through the experiences of young birds learning to fly and a pilot facing a dangerous situation. Would you like a more detailed explanation of any of these themes?
Can you please simplify potential difference for me?
Right, let's delve into what potential difference means. Potential difference is the voltage between 2 points in a circuit, and it's what drives the current through a conductor.
Learning shouldn't be passive. While the concept is being taught, LearnSphere drops in quick questions to check understanding in real time. For deeper topics, students can even upload full derivations so teachers can review real working, not just final answers. Visualize complex ideas, build interactive lessons, support every learner. LearnSphere, designed for a modern education. Welcome to LearnSphere, a platform designed.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Callan's LearnSphere AI, the video that you just saw of our main sponsor and presenting partner, Callan's Corporation. We now, a round of applause. Thank you very much. I would now like to move to the next session, which is a panel discussion on AI for education. And I'd like to introduce the panelists to you. As education evolves, dialogue becomes essential. We now invite our distinguished panel for a discussion on AI for education. The first panelist is Ms. Ritika Anand, again, Principal, St. Mark's Senior Secondary Public School, New Delhi. Ma'am, if you can please join us on the stage on this significant discussion on AI. I also like to welcome Mr. Amit Govil, Chairman at Callan's Corporation, a technology consulting company focused on healthcare and life sciences. Mr. Govil founded Callan's in 2004. Prior to Callan's, his experience involves working for ICL, Accenture, and Sapient. He's a computer science engineer from Banaras Hindu University.
Check.
Our next panelist, I would like to invite Mr. Jay Gupta, Director, Stepping Stone School, Gorakhpur, a technology enthusiast himself. He's also a social change maker who believes that knowledge increases only when it is shared. As a founder of Project Wired, he has taken on the noble mission to promote education of technology, taking robotics education to underprivileged children and bridging the digital divide in rural sectors. That is Mr. Jay Gupta. We now have the panelists, and to moderate this panel, we have Dr. Amrish Chandra. Ladies and gentlemen, the discussion on teaching in the age of AI.
Hello. Thank you very much. So this is a very important aspect because AI seems to be, as you, especially as schools and teachers, as you're finalizing your book list, you must know that a recent circular makes it mandatory for AI to be taught in schools. It is across all boards. I only came to know about it a month ago, so all school principals and school owners who are not aware of it, you must know that that is what is it now. So beginning with AI, artificial intelligence. I mean, it is an irony that intelligence could be artificial, but it's interesting the way that they have been put across. What it says, let me begin with that. What it says is that you may teach robotics, you may teach computers, but your timetable should show segregated subject teaching time for AI. This is one aspect. The second aspect that says that you have to have trained teachers that teach AI. Now we know that's very difficult to do, and that's probably where Amit you come into being, because if companies like you are able to give us that service, then remember the times when we had computer classes and we didn't have computer teachers, and we have the aptechs of the world who came and gave those services to schools to teach that. So before I begin, I mean, it'll be good to have a quick understanding from you on how you see AI, just basic, simple aspect of how you see AI in schools, which is an age group, as it says, from 10 years to 15 or 16.
Thank you for giving. Hi. Yeah, thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk about this today. I just want to share an anecdote which basically drove us to innovate with AI. I was having a conversation. I graduated from IIT Varanasi way back in 1987 in computer science, and went to the US and built my career there. Having returned to India, I was having a conversation in one of those IIT alumni groups, and we were talking about why are we not making enough progress in India, specifically in technology. We were talking about the the innovation that is happening in China, the innovation that is happening in the United States. But in India, most of the startups are actually more consumer-facing companies than deep tech companies. And I just wrote a remark. I said, look, the problem with India is that we have too many people with degrees, but very few people with knowledge. And somebody asked me, so what are you going to do about it? I said, fair enough. Went back to our early days when we were students, and one thing that resonated with us is the way those teachers taught us. Like, I can name them, they're no longer existing in this world. Dr. Indu Prakash, I was born and raised in Kanpur, he taught me physics. Dr. Ashwini Kumar at IIT Kanpur, he taught me mathematics. Dr. Jayant Srivastav, he taught me chemistry. Those are phenomenal teachers. A student is a product of the efforts and commitment of a teacher. That's what I believe.
So true.
So, going back and how they taught us, I said, okay, today the technology is so advanced, the AI is so advanced at this point in time, and if you look at AI, the models, the large language models, even the small language models that have been trained, they have incredible depth of data that they have collected, which these models can transform into learning experiences for our students. So we embarked on a journey. We said, fine, we are going to build something because, see, we need to democratize education. The challenge of this country is we have very few IITs, we have IIMs, we have very good schools, but they are very limited in number. So the excellent teachers, the best teachers go to these schools, and if you look at India's population, which is 1.5 billion people, and the students in those villages or remote areas, they do not have access to the level of education which is available in tier 1 cities. AI can change that, because AI brings the experience that that can not necessarily replicate a teacher, but it provides a personal learning experience. And that's why we embarked on this Learn Sphere. This video doesn't do justice to what we have built. It's an incredible platform where we have built it with the support of a teacher who can guide and mentor. This platform becomes a phenomenal learning tool. So that's where I see AI. So yes, AI needs to be taught in school, but I think it's going to be hard for class 5 to class 12 students to understand the concepts of AI, because the large language models or the small language models that we train, they require very deep level of mathematical expertise. That level of education does not begin until you start in graduate courses. So it's going to be hard to teach about AI. Yes, we can teach how to use those models. We can see the application of AI in building content or building and learning experience for children, but I'm not sure that we would be able to teach AI per se in schools, at least on KG through 12.
Right, that's a valid point. So, I mean, that is difficult, but Ritik, if I come to you, you know what happened, and you spoke about NEP. Most countries have learning outcomes defined first. I mean, for all the teachers that are here, you must understand this, how this works. The learning outcome of every class by any country, if we talk about the Finnish schools particularly, they define that first. Once they have defined that, then they make the national curriculum. India doesn't do that. India makes the national curriculum, and then schools are left to adapt to what it is. But there is a learning outcome strategy that comes in much later after that. In view of this, AI, a compulsion in schools. A big provider says it's difficult for them to provide, but they have a very good platform that with a good teacher, interface enables it, right? So the teacher is a reinforcer, is not a replacer. That's a very strong thing that he just said. So in a place where now, next year, we have to all teach AI in our schools, how do you think that this is going to happen with whatever infrastructure of a teacher or of an equipment that we have? How do you see this?
Okay, I'll just start with when you started talking about learning outcomes. Amrishji, I'd like to say that yes, the learning outcomes are very much defined now. We have curricular aim, core competencies, curricular goals, and learning outcomes, thankfully, now defined well. When it comes to AI in education, I feel it is all about the mindset right now. Like before we come to the books and the technology and how we're going to teach, what we're going to do, we have mind blocks. Teachers have mind blocks. I'll give you a small example. In my school, we were participating in a competition. It was a research-based competition. We invited research projects from all over the country. We received a few. The physics teacher of my school says, "Ma'am, ये project देखिए, इस project में physics तो मुझे कहीं दिख नहीं रहा, इसमें तो AI ही बहुत ज़्यादा है." तो फिर हमने उस पे, we discussed that, see, AI is being integrated. Physics तो है ही है. अब बिना AI के physics भी possible नहीं हो रहा है, maths भी नहीं हो रहा है, because that has become a part of our lives, and what you're eating, where you're going, ChatGPT is following you everywhere. So how are we going to segregate AI from physics, maths, or chemistry, or Hindi for that matter? So I think this mindset, this mind block first needs to be changed, dissolved, and then we start working. It is possible. In junior classes, I've seen some amazing books coming up. I think the minds have started working how to integrate AI in mainstream education, starting from sequencing, design thinking, problem solving, starting from basics, and then taking the children to the next level. Seems promising.
Interestingly, and again, because our dear Vice Chancellor is here, while it's become like this in school education, it still hasn't found the focus in higher education.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely.
So this is interesting. And I'll give you another example. We take pride that St. Paul's is an SDG-aware school. So any child who goes from here knows about sustainable development goals. On the other side, when I meet colleagues that are in universities in UK or friends, they are worried that they have put in resources to build up a program or a curriculum on SDGs, but they're no takers. But children that pass out from schools like us would be people who would take up the SDG programs, right? Similarly, if I connect that to AI, when did technology come into schools? When did technology come into schools? Technology came into schools only as ERPs very, very long time ago. Then it came with CD-aided textbooks. My friend Raja would know that. But technology came in because of COVID. Because you were forced to go offline, you went into technology, right? And you developed a dual platform. You had a school online and you had a school offline. So, in view of AI and a school and a chain of schools that you run as a family, how do you feel that AI, you're going to adapt to AI? Are you already making some changes? What are changes that you think you can make? What about from a management perspective?
Thank you, sir, for providing me an opportunity to sit here and talk about AI in the school education. From practical experiences, I can tell you that without using very hard tech jargons, I'll tell you AI is practical and AI is possible in school education. There are very basic examples. For example, you can start by personalizing the learning outcomes of every child. It is very difficult for a child and for a teacher who has a lot of children in the class. The student and teacher ratio is already very skewed in our classrooms. The teachers are overburdened with clerical works, making assessments, checking them, giving them grades. Instead, the clerical works can be done by the AI itself. We can use chatbots like we just saw. We can use chatbots for doubt solving. Instead of allotting a special period for doubt solving, and we can adopt chatbots. And then there are attendance monitoring systems. Whenever a student comes into the school, it is a very automatic system that when a student enters into the classroom, the facial recognition system, it adapts to it and then sends a text message to the parent that yes, the student is present in the school. That is the very basic foundation of how you can use Internet of Things and artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is not going to replace human intelligence. It is here only to facilitate it. It is like a catalyst which accelerates the reaction. It will not change the product, but yes, it will accelerate the reaction and it will make things go faster. The learning disabilities which are very difficult to find in a classroom by a teacher because he is not a medical professional.
That's the point.
So students these days have dyslexia, they have ADHD. It's difficult for the parent even to identify that their child is dyslexic. But by using artificial intelligence, we can easily find out that yes, the learning outcome of a particular child in a group of children is different. So by that, we can absolutely find out the learning disabilities. Now, I've talked about personalized outcomes, learning outcomes, disabilities, assessments, attendance monitoring system. So I guess these are the very basics of how a school can incorporate artificial intelligence
So
in the
that
system.
gives a very good note to what Amit began to say. So we're not talking about two things here. AI as a subject to be taught and students to be prepared, but AI to be used by an institution to better manage it, better understand abilities and disabilities both, and further enhance it. So that's a very interesting. Now, do you think your platform does, which side is it?
Our platform is more focused on facilitating learning, which is the personalized learning at your own pace.
So would that also have assessment to it?
Sorry?
Would that also have assessment to it?
Yes, yes. So what it does is actually assesses, rather than having like one big test, the moment a concept is taught, the AI then basically asks questions of the student, and those questions can be multiple choices. The questions can be subjective also. You can upload your working, and it assesses you and basically gives you a score that how well you're performing. So a teacher can actually track the progress of the child. So you have personalized learning, the student can track the progress, the parents can track the progress, the teacher, the school can. And it also kind of lets the student know where they stand, and how, and as they move forward in a concept or a subject, it basically keeps reinforcing the previous concepts that they have learned.
Are you using AI of any kind in your school as of now?
So we have, what exactly would you mean by that?
We're going to teach now for sure, so that is not
yes,
there.
we have personalized learning platforms like Sir is mentioning. So we are using not different companies. I do not remember the name of the companies, but they are personalized learning platforms. Plus, these days even the books come with QR codes and learning videos, etc. So all of that is being used in the school. Yes.
And how are you preparing to teach? Are you just taking the prescribed books? How are you going to train your teachers to teach?
So we have designated teacher training programs, because it's crazy to just just throw the technology at them and say, okay, now we have to do that.
Okay, let me ask a very good question on top of that, because you're the best person to answer this. Do you think, and for those computer teachers here, I'm not threatening your jobs, but I'm just asking this question. Do you think a computer teacher can teach AI?
No, I think AI is for everyone.
No, I'm talking about teaching in a class. Do you think a computer teacher who teaches computer, can he teach AI or she teach AI?
Well, Amreshji, so every teacher will have to teach AI, and if a computer teacher probably knows about certain softwares, hardwares, etc. But for AI to be taught and to be integrated, I think all teachers need to be trained.
Okay, so the what should I say? If I may use the word.
For example, if I have to teach, for example, in class 2, so I would not probably want a designated teacher to come and teach AI. It should be integrated in the system.
Thank you for saying that. The legislation says it is a part of computers and robotics. It also says, so thank you for saying this, because it also says that your computer subject, the time that you've given for computers in a week, can be distributed to a minimum of 2 subjects in AI. This has just come, I think, a week ago, because I was speaking to my team then. So I feel AI is an integrated thing in any subject, even in geography.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
So should we speak to who?
I think so.
The HRD ministry. Yes, because what do you feel that, even geography would have AI, even English would have AI, and the QR codes that we use are all.
No, but I feel like specifically for primary classes, I think the teachers have to be, we didn't have separate wing as the AI wing. It can be integrated in the class, but maybe for senior classes where you have certain complex fundamentals or so, maybe for that we have specialized people who would know what they're talking about, and then it's not everyone. It'll be difficult for people to probably grasp, maybe in senior classes, but juniors, for sure, I think the mother teachers should.
Yeah, Amit.
No, I was just saying, I think the focus ought to be AI as an enabler, because AI as a subject, you're not going to teach the entire student body a subject. Like you wouldn't
Very
teach
right.
physics to everyone.
Yes. Yeah, it's not a subject, it's an enabler. Very well said. AI is not a subject, it's an enabler. Quick one to you and then I'll wrap up. Knowing the sports legacy that your schools have, what do you think of AI as an enabler in sports? Does it work? How does it work? Any thoughts on that?
In sports.
I mean, of course, there's an assessment that you can do for any child.
A very good example I have for this. Recently, I have came across a software, you can say, that helps identify your batting practice. So instead of, and this has made sports so accessible, like instead of going to a very reputed sports academy, you can just start your camera, you can come in front of your camera and you can start your batting practice. And it will tell you where you are doing it wrong. So it's, I found out that it is very effective. I don't know the name of that application, I don't know that, but it was actually very effective because I tried it myself, and it shows your footwork, your swing practice, and it will tell you everything. If you are hitting a shot at the leg side or the off side, it will tell you what wrong you are doing it and how you can improve it. So I think if this is replicated in all sports, it will become very accessible for underprivileged children, because mobile phone is usually is accessible to everybody, but going to a reputed, for example, Ashish Nehra Sports Academy, it's not possible. It's not possible to join a cricket academy for every student. But it is indeed possible to have a mobile phone, start that application, and start your practice at home.
My last bit to all three of you, and I'm sure everybody wants to know this. Does AI make it mandatory for a larger usage of a digital screen of a child? And if yes, then how do we manage that? Amit, you go first.
That's a tough question.
I don't have an answer, so I'm looking for the answer to come from here or anybody else in the audience who can answer.
Just like, unfortunately, the reality today is the screen time is increasing, not only for children, even like if you and I, and like if you look at what your screen time is, it is increasing in this digital age, and yes, it has become very addictive also.
I agree, but I think then as teachers, we make a conscious effort to make them realize that how important it is to do things physically, go into the garden, spend time with nature. So we have to aggressively put them on that path. So, okay, fine, screen time, yes, but then how do we counter that? Also, I was just telling Preeti ji a few moments ago that now after the advent of AI, I've started feeling better about human stupidity. How important it is to be stupid at times and to be lazy and to lie a bit here and there, because AI is so perfect. And the fact that we are imperfect is making us more human and humane. So, yeah.
Yes. Jay?
Like all of us would have written an essay on, is technology a boon or bane? And we always ended up writing, it is a double-edged sword. We wrote for it, we wrote against for it, and then we wrote that it is a double-edged sword. That goes for artificial intelligence too. The screen time is indeed going to increase, but like ma'am said, we have to make a conscious effort that we have to reduce it to a minimum. By using the technology in our favor, that is what separates artificial intelligence from human intelligence. If we are using it and without using our intelligence, then we are just going with the flow, and that will indeed increase the screen time. So we have to make a conscious effort for that.
Thank you very much. And so before we leave this panel, what comes out from here is that AI, yes, it has to be taught in schools across boards this year, but AI is an enabler. It's a platform. It can be used any way that you want to. But before we wrap up, there's any questions from any teacher, any parent that you want to ask in AI? On the subject. Yes? The coordinator wants to ask a question.
Thank you, sir. Just very tempted to ask this question on the topic, which is AI, to Mr. Amit Govil. From the background of sustainability, because we do so much on climate action. Sir, with your experience in computer engineering, you probably have been, at the genesis of the setting up of the IT industry, and you've seen it all. So my question is, technology, which is AI, poised to solve the climate crisis, is actually contributing to climate crisis, and maybe AI is students' best learning buddy these days. And the topic says balancing creativity, ethics. So speaking of ethics, number one, how much of AI is too much of AI? And is it really true or it's a myth that AI is contributing to climate crisis? And my question completely comes from the angle of sustainability, because the discussion is significant on how much of AI is too much of AI.
I completely agree that if you look at AI, the level of power consumption that it needs, the number of data centers that are being put up, and gigawatts of power is required. And so there are efforts at this point in time where they are trying to basically generate that power using reusable resources. Elon Musk has even proposed that we can generate this power in outer space. So it is definitely a concern, because currently I'm not sure that there's enough renewable power that can power these gigawatt data centers that are out there. But I also believe that evolution of technology will happen. And today, the way AI works is, a lot of it is like brute force computing. It basically runs billions and billions and billions of iterations to come to a conclusion, what is the most correct answer. I think, and today's computers require a lot of power, but if you think the advances that are happening in quantum computing, for example, like I'm sure you must have read that Google ran a quantum computer for about 5 minutes, and what they managed to achieve in terms of solution, it could not be done in quadrillion years using normal computing. And quantum computers don't use that much of energy. So I think the evolution of technology will probably happen, and that could move towards, will it happen in the next 5 years? Probably not. Will it happen in the next 20 years? Possibly. So I think that, but I can also tell you that the level of commitment and resources that are being deployed in creating artificial general intelligence, AGI, I think that momentum will not stop at this point in time. So the question, it's hard to answer how much of AI is good. Again, that's subjective, and I'm not in a position to answer that question. But
yeah, but I guess evolution of science will give us the answer to that, and that's thank you for the question. Anybody else with yes, ma'am.
So, since you people are in school education, and I am a psychology professional, so my point is that at what age you are thinking of that AI should be included in the classroom curriculum? As you ask me, it shouldn't be up to class 5, because you are talking about that the child have to learn about basics, means sequencing or whatever things. So cognitive development, there should be a certain level of cognitive development, then you introduce something where the person will be able to see the ethical issues and how much is right and how much is wrong. I think one thing that you have to answer, anyone can answer this. The other thing is that one of the panelists is talking about that those who are from underprivileged sections, they will be able to understand sports or whatever, blah, 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 many of the things. But at the same time, don't you think that it is creating a digital divide as well?
Right, so that's Professor Anubhuti Dubey from the Department of Psychology, Gorakhpur University. He wants to take the call on the first one. I mean, I'll only say on the first thing, till I read the legislation that I have received, I wasn't aware that AI was to be taught in schools from this coming session. I also wasn't aware that it was being taught across, I thought it was an ICSE circular because we are ICSE schools, but that circular was for all schools, and that is going to be mandatory to be teaching in 2026. Interestingly, it was only a subject which
none of us agree. It did not talk about the usage of AI for better management, but again, that's there. So in that, it does say that it is to be taught from grade 3. So that, as per that, it does say. Now, computers also is taught at an early age. And I remember, my younger daughters, I remember at some point in time that I was drawing a keyboard or a mouse to say that the book was saying, this is the mouse and this is the thing. Now, that is obsolete. Because when if you go to a restaurant, if a child is making noise, he has an iPad and he's doing all the things he can. But there is nothing like a mouse or nothing like a keyboard anymore now. So again, revolution of science. But to your question, grade 5 and above, it already says grade 3. And it is mandatory. So now the question here is that it's a very valid point. But this is why I was talking about learning outcomes and the curriculum. Why are these things not thought of being defined before we have such awareness that comes in? You will probably find it easier to do things in Delhi, but we will struggle to do things here. People from other districts will struggle even more to do that. So, but yeah, I mean, grade 5.
I agree, because see, in New Delhi, where we are, we get a host of books at our doorstep, where we are seeing the content, we are actually looking at the AI content, and personally, whatever I have seen in past 1 month, it's not bad. It is not talking about overexposure to screens, etc. As I said, it's just talking about problem-solving skills, and it is talking about various cognitive domains, how to trigger those domains which are probably not triggered by environmental sciences or mathematics. It's just talking about, that is what I have seen. Maybe I'm wrong, but whatever, according to me, it is not. It doesn't mean exposure to screens, at least in junior classes.
That's good. And also, just to add to that, the mapping of the AI in the school does not take you to the computer lab in all classes, which is also good. So to answer, but the thing was that no, I know, but I'm just saying that what you were saying was the layering of how it goes. You said grade 5 is a good year to go, but class 6 or whatever. But now, how do I answer this to you that the government has not stipulated that it should be taught from class 3? I think one thing that is definitely.
It has reversed that the child cognitive development has reversed, and it is the 1 year the child maybe is scrolling the mobile phone of the parent, so he is able to understand everything.
No, of course
not.
And
I think here school leaders will have to play a very important role, because it's discretionary. There are certain discretionary powers that we have. Yes. And absolutely we have, because it's not 10 standard board or 12 standard board, which is governed by the board. So class 3, class 4, class 5, we have the power to, to modulate, to change, to pick the
So that is your answer.
Best.
Then the principals and leaders should use, and associations should raise the voice on that what is right at what age.
Even if it is to be done, then it's up to me what rationalization will I do to the content which is offered to me.
Ma'am, no wonder that after 3-4 years we will talk about the AI addiction, as we are talking about internet addiction and web addiction and every kind of addictions.
That is already being spoken about.
We have another question.
That is so true.
I have one question that since we know that the AI tools are expensive, I mean, you have to subscribe to those tools. And so how the school proposes to, will the burden come down to the parents of using the AI?
So that is Dr. Surita Kareem, founder of the Star Hospital here, but a very close family member of St. Paul's family. So as of now, we're talking about certain books that are being prescribed. So yes, when we talk about the weight of the bag on one side, and the other side, then we have new services coming in. So as of now, it's only a textbook that has to come. Any tool that has to be applied to teach that is for the school to do. So that, as of now, there's nothing that goes on. But there are, of course, people coming up, setting up AI labs not at the school expense, but there are innovative labs that are coming up. I don't remember the names, but many coming up that are setting up labs like this. Any other questions? So yes, we have to be careful. A very good point on this Q&A. We have to understand there is a concern on sustainability, on how we, when we set up these labs, and also principals, school owners, you must use your discretion when this comes to see what is age appropriate in what you offer into your schools. Right from the samosa in the canteen to the AI in the class. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, dear panelists, for this very interesting, insightful, and interactive session. There were some yeses, some no's, some question marks, and hope that the technology of AI is evolving, so there's a better future, and schools have a great role to champion here. So thank you for this panel discussion. We come now to the final segment of the awards ceremony. To give away the final awards, may I please invite again Mr. Amit Govil from Callens Corporation on the stage, please. Can we have the nominations? The first category is Leaving No Child Behind SDG Impact Award, and the nominations are Mr. Irtaza Hassan from IPS Children's Academy, Saharanpur, Ms. Nirupama Mishra from St. Paul School, Betiahata, Padma Shri Dr. Suresh Kumar Mishra from Gorakhpur Montessori School. And can we have the announcement of the winner?
Impact. The award goes to Mr. Irtaza Hassan.
Mr. Irtaza Hassan. Keep the cheer going on. Can we please have a big round of applause for this special category winner, Mr. Irtaza Hassan from IPS Children Academy. Thank you, Mr. Hassan. Mr. Govil, if you can also present to our runner-ups, Ms. Nirupama, if you are here with us, and Dr. Suresh Kumar. So can we please have you on stage, our runner-ups, ladies and gentlemen, for Leaving No Child Behind SDG Impact Award. Thank you very much. Mr. Govil, if you can please stay on the stage. We have 2 more awards to be presented. Can we have the nomination for the next category, which is Special Recognition for Quality Education? And the nominees are Ms. Neelam Jha. Sir, I can't see the screen. Ms. Neelam Jha, Mata Bhagwanti Chadda Niketan, Noida. We have Mr. Abhishek Yadav, RVD Public School, Agra, and Mr. Rahul Gop, Prakriti International School, Kushinagar. Sir, can you announce the winner, please?
The award goes to Abhishek Yadav.
Mr. Abhishek Yadav, are you here with us? If we have the finalists here, the other finalists, then you can please quickly come up on the stage and accept your certificates. Ms. Neelam Jha and Mr. Rahul Gop. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please keep the cheer going on? Mr. Rahul Gop, runners-up in the category Special Recognition for Quality Education. We do not have the category winner, but the cash reward for this category is rupees 25,000. Now we move to the final category of this award ceremony night, and the category is Incredible Head of School. The nominees are Dr. Vishal Tripathi, Army Public School, Gorakhpur, Ms. Vinita Gupta, Springer Loreto School, Gorakhpur, Dr. Faisal Akhtar, Sunrise School, Basti.
So the award goes to Dr. Vishal Tripathi.
Dr. Vishal Tripathi, are you here? This is a big win with cash reward of 50,000 rupees. Is there any representation from Army Public School, Gorakhpur? Okay. Do we have the other finalists, Ms. Vinita Gupta, if you are here with us? Ms. Vinita Gupta in the category Incredible Head of School, receiving her certificate. And Dr. Faisal Akhtar from Sunrise School, Basti. Thank you very much, Mr. Amit Govil. Thank you.
So before we come to the last part of this, may I request our Vice Chancellor ma'am to please come, and all the awardees to come for a group photograph so that we can get it for the media. As ma'am has to leave, and also as we've just finished the last, and then after this we'll have our last bit, which is recognizing all the sponsors that came up. Please just help ma'am to come up. All the awardees, please come only with your trophies. Please come. We'll have a photograph here. We'll have a photograph here. Aye, ma'am. Just get your trophies and please come here. May I also request our jury to please come here. Our presenting partner, Mr. Amit Govil, to please come up also. And also may I request our jury, Ms. Ritika, to please come up for the group photograph. This side also.
Please give a big round of applause for the winners of the Marion Awards for the year 2025. Thank you very much. And ma'am, before you go, may I request just a few words? I think ये आपका हमारे साथ तीसरा साल था with this prize awards.
Very good afternoon to everyone. सबसे पहले चंद्रा ग्रुप्स को बहुत बहुत बधाई और बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं, especially to the Mrs. Chandra and Mr. Chandra. I think they are with us or today or not. I am not sure. They are not here. Who are the founder of this chain of this school, and I am proud to share that she is our alumni too from our university, and one of the oldest basketball player. At the time then we were not having so many female students, and at that time she was our basketball player in 1965, I think, in 1965. Okay, so it is a long journey of your school. Your school is completing around 50 years, and the institutions are not only known for the education, the educational institutions are also known for their culture, their tradition, and you have a long journey, long tradition. I wish you all the best, and I wish everyone all the best, the award winners and also the other teachers who are with us. I think it is one of the biggest celebrations that you are celebrating the achievements of the teachers. So you are basically, the teachers are basically, they are the ones who complement parents. Sometimes they substitute parents also. So they are one of the very important pillars of the society, and very important pillars who can take our country to make our country develop as a developed country. So we are looking forward for the developed nation in 2047. So we need very good teachers who can produce good young minds, and once again I wish you all the best, especially to the Animesh Chandra and Mrs. Chandra who are here, and to your parents as well for this long journey of this Marion Foundation. And we are also collaborating with this foundation. They are supporting our university, our students, and also the mentoring us in SDG goals. And we are very happy to share that our partnership has resulted in the ranking in Times Higher Education, impact ranking. And this year we are in the list of impact ranking, and this ranking is given on the basis of our work on SDG. Okay, so we are very much thankful to the Marion Foundation, Professor Dr. Chandra, and everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. And may we all stand and clap as she leaves, because ma'am has to leave. Thank you very much, ma'am. May I request Ms. Preeti Chandra to escort ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much, Professor Dubey, also to come. And may I now request Mr. Sumit Ganguly and Ms. Catherine Ganguly to please come up as trustees of the Marion Foundation and give our tokens of appreciation. Just give us 10 more minutes. Please have your seat before we go out for refreshments. May I request may I request all the publishers and sponsors also to the outside to please come up, and I'll just announce your name so you can please come. May I request the Headward Publishing to please come up. Headward. Please keep the claps going. Teachers, they help us in bringing books. They help us in doing this work. So may we also have somebody from Evergreen if you're here. Anybody from Evergreen? Anybody from Anand Trading Company? Anybody from Newburgh? Mr. Sushil is here. Mr. Sushil from Newburgh, please come up. Please keep the claps going, teachers. It'll keep you warm. It'll keep them excited.
Mr. Raja from Clara, can we have you as well, please? Newburgh. And then Mr. Raja from Clara. Anybody from S. Chan? Is there anybody from S. Chan? If you're there in S. Chan, please, are you S. Chan? Please come. S. Chan. Anybody from Full Marks? Anybody from Full Marks, please come. S. Chan. Full Marks. Viva. Anybody from Viva? There's no Viva? Please come. Full Marks. Viva. Anybody from Madhuban? Please come. Madhuban. Anybody from Arya? Anybody from Nagin Prakashan? Mr. Amit from Vidyarthi Kendra. Please give a round of applause for him. He has helped the Marian Foundation for the longest time in putting this whole act together. Works very closely, connects, and is a very, very dear supporter of the Marian Foundation. Anybody from Tanishq outside? Asuran, please send them in. Mr. Sanjeev Jha. Best Way Publication. Tanishq. Anybody can come from there? Please come up. Anybody who has contributed and we have not taken your name? Anybody here? Right, I'll now request also Mr. Chaudhary to please join the other two trustees, the Marian Foundation. Mr. Chaudhary, please come up. Mr. Chaudhary. Mr. Chaudhary, we're talking about you, not Mrs. Chaudhary. This is the time that we want to recognize a dear jury. Just one is here. To you, Madam Ritika, for your efforts. Please give a round of applause for her, for being the jury, who has helped us process, given time, traveled, and committed to the Marian Foundation and to celebrating the teacher community. Thank you very much. Can we have a photograph? Cameraman, please get a photograph here, please. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, all the trustees. Before I close for the evening today and we go out, I'm sorry we've overshot by half an hour. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all the schools that have participated. But I do want to make one request to all the teachers. When you go back and you connect with other teachers, what we struggle in the Marian Foundation is people do not fill up the forms and send us. And I'm sure our jury will agree. And that is why many times the schools that are familiar or are within the fold that know the Marian Foundation are repeatedly being people that have won. This time was different because the team was able to reach out, and we've had people from Agra, from Noida, from various other places, but we can reach out even more, especially as we want to make it a national chapter. So please encourage your people, put photographs of all those who have been nominees, all those that have been awardees, put your photographs across social media, encourage people to look forward to 2026 when they can fill up the forms. If you don't fill up the forms, we cannot. For you to get a passport, you've got to fill up a form, right? This is also a passport of recognition. Please fill it up. First thing. And second thing is that to all the sponsors, thank you very much for being with us. Also to the team in St. Paul's as the host school, the design team, the events team, the F&B team, the transport team, the office team, my personal office team, thank you very, very much for all that you've done. To Genesis, our media partners, to Ecovision, our sound partners and event partners, thank you very much for all that you've done. And also to the Office of Prefects, thank you very much. To the Marshal and Deputy Marshal of the school for being here with us and celebrating. Thank you very much. Good night, and please join us for tea outside. Thank you. Anybody from Sunit's team, Digi Oxline, online? Anybody here? Okay, can I get Genesis up on the stage here? For this? Genesis can come with your entire team here. We can have a photograph. We have a memento for you. And Digi for Mr. Sunit's team. Where is that, Digi? Anybody else? You can take it. Anybody from KIPS here? Anybody from KIPS? Oh, there you are. I thought I saw you. Yes, may I have all my office members up here, please? My team members, office members, and all the prefects, please come up for a quick photograph. Come. Sanjeev, can I get Mr. Amit and Chandan from outside? Okay, prefects first, sir, then all the office people. Shashi, everybody else should be here. Quickly. My office people, please come up. Thank you. Bless you. Thank you. Come, Amit, everybody come. Chanda, where's other people? Please come up. Where is Tanishka, Abhay, Chandan, Abhay, Sonali, Sanjeev, Raj,
Sandeep, Vinay. Also, Mr. Chaudhary, please come up with the team. Yes, all awardees, please take your cash prizes from Mr. Sanjeev Jha here. He has the envelope. So all the winners, please don't forget to take that. Please, those who've taken is fine. Preeti, please come up. I'm sure Varsha wants a photo.